It's the Insane Gamers! Welcome back to another Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle. Now before you watch this video, it's very important that you click the annotation link in front of you. It links you to a very important video on my channel that you guys need to watch. Just do it now before you watch this. It's extremely important. Anyhow, on to the battle now that you've watched the video, I trust. This battle was just like, oh my god, how could you get more epic? So this is RU. Like, are you freaking kidding me? This tier is awesome. So I got a new Pokemon. Cat! And, this is a very interesting Persian, and I don't have Fake Out, so I was predicting him to predict me, to predict something, but then he just predicts that, and Hydro Pumps, and it misses! Big Pex likes Hydro Pump misses, because he's got Ice Beam as well, which I pretty much figured, but knew I could live. So I just stayed in and went for the Toxic, because I'm gonna have to stall this thing out, aren't I? Yep, the only priority I have is Floatzel. Oh gosh, Aqua Jet is not going to be doing crap doodles to this. But that's okay. It's got Toxic, it's got Life Orb, so I'm going to switch right to Dog Paddle, just because I know I can resist the Ice Beam. No point in faffing about with Flareon, so, Ice Beam gets a crit. Yep, I know, you totally saw that one coming. Dog Paddle always gets, like, critted and whatever else. I mean, Dog Paddle's just like Dog Paddle. You gotta love Dog Paddle. Anyway, Aqua Jet, and, yeah, well, I mean, Sharpedo's defenses are basically non-existent. I mean, a paper bag is like a freaking Bronzong compared to a Sharpedo. But, Ice Beams me. I guess he just did that for the lows, because he's like, "Lo, I killed you with a not very effective attack," and oh look, he lived. Things living Life Orb recoil is a theme in this battle. Okay, so I send this in. Obvious Protect is obvious, so he's like, "Oh, dude, you're gonna totally protect. I'm gonna switch into this thing." And I'm like, "Oh my god, that thing is gonna wreck me." So let's go into my RU horror here. And, well, look at this. Dude, obviously banded. That did way too much damage for an unstabbed Earthquake, so I'm gonna get rocks up now, just to ensure that this Sharpedo never comes back. And in comes a Buzzy, but it's not a B, so whatever. And it's in times, what is this, times 2, times 2.5, I think. It's like really spazzing out there, like, oh my god, I'm a Venomoth. I see a light bulb, I need to get to it. It's like he's butting up against a window. You know when flies butt up against windows? Anyhow, so I just go into Big Pex, like, oh, Quiver Dance. Oh no, never mind, he just went for the Bug Buzz. Does he even have Quiver Dance? I don't know. So let's go ahead and switch into Flash, because Flash can take anything. It is a beast. And yeah, Bug Buzz does -3 damage, and now I can just stay in here all day and threaten with the Fire-type attack. So I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. Now I'm going to do something unexpected. He stays in, I guess, figuring that, whatever, I don't care about your Fire attacks, because I'm butting up against a window. Apparently someone used Windex on it, though, because I can't see it. Anyway, I do something really, really risky here. I was thinking he's not going to predict me to go back to this. So I just went back to it, and he Butterfly Dances, and I'm like, yes! I can totally live your +2 Bug Buzz and counter back with a Whirlwind, and you're out of here, son! So he goes for the Bug Buzz, and I'm like, lol, okay, guess what? I'm a tank. Goodbye, Whirlwind. In comes this thing. Of course it would come in. I was hoping Crest would come in, but this thing came in, and oh my god, it's all screwed up now. So gotta switch out to RU Horror again, just to see what it's gonna do. And Stone Edge, so I can take those quite a little bit better. Unfortunately, my RU Horror is taking a nap. It is very tired. It's had a long night of digging, or what does Sandslash do? I don't know what Sandslash even does. So I'm taking Stone Edges. I'm still napping. I don't know how I can nap when he's throwing rocks in my face, but, you know, whatever. I dodge it in my sleep, because I'm awesome. And I'm still asleep. God, just wake up. What were you doing last night? I mean, heavy drinking session or what, Sandslash? Okay, in comes the boost, just as Death Fodder. That was weird. That was a weird Death Fodder moment. I guess he didn't want to take my Stone Edge or whatever, which I don't carry, so whatevs. Toxic goes back into Buzzy, and I'm like, oh god, he's gonna put me back to sleep, yes. Well, Sandslash, you must have one heck of a hangover, because you were just not waking up today. So I was EQing, hoping that it would miss, but it's not gonna miss, of course, so I'm gotta switch now. Back into Flash to take the Bug Buzz, because I know he's going to predict me to predict stuff, so I predict that and predict the Fire-type switch. Go me. Anyway, I'm just going to stay in now, try to get some burn hacks with Lava Plume. If he does have Baton Pass, I'm screwed. If he doesn't, then I'm completely safe to stay in here all day. And maybe I'll get a Heal Bell off eventually, you never know. So I'm just going to spam Lava Plume until I get burns and that kind of stuff. Oh, by the way, I get a crit! That was, okay, I'm going to admit, that was a pretty gay crit, and he definitely pays me back. back for that crit later in the match. Oh boy, does he. So in comes this thing. I'm like, you're banded. I'm gonna protect to see what you lock yourself into. I are smart. And he goes for the EQ, and I'm like, okay, now he could be just bluffing it. And maybe I'm just stupid and don't know this thing very well. But I'm fairly sure he's banded. But on the off chance he's bluffing, I go into this knowing it's a safe switch no matter what, and he is not bluffing because, once again, that did way too much damage, so I'm like, wow. Okay, total wall big packs. Get in there, now. And now he can't touch me, so he absolutely has to switch, which is great, because when he comes back in, he'll have his ability activated. Whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, toxic. Like, you're gonna switch, and he does switch, but he switches into something that can't get toxic. So now I'm like, okay, Brave Bird, I don't know what you're gonna do to me, but I don't care. So Brave Bird does, wow, how did it do that much? I don't even know how I did that much. That's pretty redonkulous. Okay, so he strikes down my leftovers, and now Brave Bird is so tempting, but I don't want to go for it, because if I go for it, then I'm gonna be against the Entei, or whatever, with a lowered amount of health, and, I can probably take an attack from Entei with full health, but I really would rather be up at full, so I just let it live. It's not a threat, I don't really care, and I predict his switch this turn, and he goes into the Archeops, predicting my Brave Bird, and, this was an awesome turn, oh my god, so he's banded, he head smashes me, and, wow, what a beast. I mean, what a beast. There are no words to describe that other than, holy crap, this thing is a monster. So I live a banded head smash, despite the fact that he had the ability up, it still, almost killed me. So that's a pretty powerful Pokemon. I never realized it was so strong. So, Entei, obvious Stone Edge is obvious, because it's an Entei, and it's not shiny. That's kind of annoying. Miss Sav, hello, you're deceiving me. I'm like, oh, it's gotta be special because it's not shiny. Oh, wait a minute, no, it's a physical one because you Miss Saved it. Arrgh! Okay, whatever, it wasn't that big a deal, honestly. So in comes Cat! And I go for the Banded Vengeance. I was predicting to switch to Crest, but I didn't switcheroo because I didn't want to give an Entei a choice band. That would be retarded. So, yeah, that was pointless damage, even though that did do a lot, honestly. He just does some of that moonlighting, and now I know he doesn't have rest, so I'm free to Toxic it. That's what I was afraid of. In comes Ivysaur, quite a bold switch into a fire type, but I did, predict the switch to Entei and go into Cat. Unfortunately, I don't know if he was just a master of prediction and predicted that as well, but holy crap, U-turn and in comes Big Pex. Oh yeah. Oh god. Big Pex. No! Don't go to sleep! All my Pokemon are so tired, I swear to God, I don't let them party past 12. This is ridiculous. So, predict Leech Seed, blah blah blah, go into this thing, blah blah blah, Butterfly Dance is coming, he goes into Entei, and this, okay, this Entei, this is where he starts paying me back for all those hexes, okay? Remember how I got that one critical, which really helped me? That one critical hit, which just helped me in the match, and just one piece of hex, which helped me, okay? Well, I go for Sleep Powder, and I miss, even though I have Wide Lens, which is annoying, so he's gonna kill me off with an Extreme Speed, which is annoying, and wow, so that sucks, and I'm like, well, okay, if you want to play like that, I'll go into Cat! Because I'm pretty sure I can live in Extreme Speed, because, it's not stab and all, but, nope, that's apparently not gonna happen today, because, crit and all that kind of stuff. So I'm like, god dang it! Do I have to Life Orb stall you? I've got 2 guys left. So Stone Edges me, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm probably gonna die, but he's gonna die from Life Orb, right? Oh, after getting a crit, again, twice in a row, and then he doesn't die from Life Orb. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, will you just get this Entei out of here? And then he makes the fatal mistake of not going for a Stone Edge on me, because I'm asleep. He would have had 2 turns to get the Stone Edge off. But he goes for a Flare Blitz, and now I can stall out his last 2 Pokemon. Wondering why this battle is so long? Well, I bet you can guess. So, Ivysaur, hi, how you doing? Did not want a Brave Bird because I still don't know the Cressus set. It might pack Ice Beam, and I know I can take a Cressus unstabbed, unboosted Ice Beam at least once. So he goes for the Leech Seed. I was expecting that, but as long as I get Toxic on this Crest, Leech Seed is not going to be a factor at all. So in comes the Crest now. And I'm like, okay, I know I can Toxic stall you. It's just a matter of what is your set. And then he goes for Reflect. And then I'm like, oh my god, you are a dual screening Cresselia, and you can't touch me. You literally cannot touch me. There's nothing you can do right now. You are screwed. I am going to roost spam and stall you to death. There's his only attack, Energy Ball. His fate is now sealed, there's nothing he can do, and Mandibuzz is very angry that Cress is in RU. And Mandibuzz does not like broken walls in RU, so Mandibuzz is like, you know what? Just this once, I am going to stall out a Cresselia. Okay, honestly, this is one of the most hilarious things I've ever seen. So it's a light clay dual screen Cress. I mean, how lucky could I get? I mean, the one Cress that I run into in RU, and it's a set that I can just stall to death. I'm stalling a Cresselia, people! Okay, so he's got Reflect Up. I'm just, every so often I use Brave Bird just to make him think, I don't really want to switch into my Ivysaur and reset the poison. So I'm just going to be like, yeah, I'll Brave Bird here and there, Roost here and there, and hopefully it'll be enough that he won't switch, even though Reflect is up. So at this point, Leech Seed doesn't matter because of Toxic. Nothing you do matters, because in 8 turns, no matter what, you're dead, and I will not be dead, and I can one-hit KO your Ivysaur, because I'm faster. So now it's just a matter of time, and wow, Big Pex just lives attacks. That's what it does. Big Pex was made to be the best wall ever. I freaking love this thing. It is so beastly. I definitely recommend this Pokemon. 100% recommend it. And the EV spread I came up for it is really, really good. Anyway, so he's just stalling in vain. He's not getting anywhere. He's just dying slowly. A horrible death, fitting for a Cresselia. I think we can all agree that Cresselia deserves this. So, I'm just roosting, and he's getting... This was just too lowsy. When this battle was going on, I was just, ruffling, oh my god. I thought I had this, in the bag, and an Entei came in and hacked me, and I was like, okay, now I'm gonna lose crit, by the way. Oh, and he gets a crit, and then I get a crit on the same turn. Totally screwed into Cresselia. Get out of here, you don't belong in RU, and Mandibuzz just shoved you aside like you're nothing. Go back to freaking Borderline, you piece of crap, nobody likes you. Okay, so Reflect wears off at the right time, in comes Ivysaur, gonna Brave Bird that for the kill. Absolutely incredible battle. Mandibuzz is amazing. So I will see you guys next time, and hopefully I'll get no more copyright strikes.